everybody. Welcome back to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we're too oldish.
What was that?
I don't know. I like to sing my words now. But we're two oldish, youngish ladies talking about summer, things we love in the summer. Which...
yes. I mean, I've got a long list.
I have one thing.
If there is a season that I could live in perpetually, it would be summer. I just said that to my husband the other day. I was like, I would like it to just be like this year round.
Yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy my life perpetually. I mean, I kind of do, but man, winter's rough for me.
Yeah. So the way you feel about winter is how I feel about summer.
What?
Yeah. Summer is my least favorite season.
Wait, I think. Does it fill you with dread?
I mean, a little bit.
Wow.
But I'm a fall girly.
Do you feel like depressed and sad and like you just can't wait till it's over?
A little bit. Like, especially when we get into the dog days of like, oh, cool, it's been in the hundreds for like 5 or 6 days. I'm like, I'm good. Like,
oh man.
I'm good after like, I'll be good after June and then I'm ready for fall.
Does it feel like, but do you love the winter?
I don't, no. So my preference is autumn, spring, winter, summer.
I see.
So if it could be fall, if it could be in the 70s every day, I would be happy.
Yeah.
And then a crisp night with a little hoodie or a nice little jacket, your girl's happy.
Okay.
But it's harder to pull that off in the summer.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially
here
around here.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'm excited to hear your list. Maybe it'll inspire me to want to try something new this summer. Because right now I'm just looking forward to like, as soon as you're like, oh, what do you like in the summer? I'm like, I like cranking up my air conditioning to about 68 and then getting under a blanket and watching a movie.
Oh, Beth, but you do that in all the seasons except for the air conditioning part.
Yeah, in the fall you can have the window open.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's like I love stepping on leaves. You can't do that now.
Oh, that's true.
You know, like you can, it's like, oh, I want to go take a little walk, which I have been more apt to do recently, but it's like, oh, here comes the boob sweat. Like it just is not, it's not sexy to me.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I mean, I kind of want to go on a boat this year. Like that's my goal maybe is to go on a boat just to get more tan maybe, but I don't know. We'll see.
You want to get more tan by going on a boat.
Yeah, because the water reflects the sun and you get darker faster. That's been my experience. Or burn faster.
Do you know that there is many ways to be on the water, near the water, in the water?
I know,
that are not
boating and blah, blah, blah. But then the boat is cooling you off because it's going so fast.
Oh, I see.
And then I don't want to be in the river. I don't want to have the opportunity to like roll off your paddleboard or fall out of your kayak and get river water in my mouth. Yeah. That happened to me once when I was a kid. I was like, never again. Never. So anyway, so what do you like about this season?
Well, let me just say that the number one thing on my list is water play, whether that is a river, which is a lot because that's where we live. Yeah. We live by the river. So for sure, doing stuff on the river. And I've already started and I am so happy to be doing it. Paddleboarding. We got our kayaks out once already. I started paddling with my canoe club. Another thing that's fun that we've done the last couple of years is floating.
Oh, you know, I've lived here almost my whole life. I've never floated down any of the rivers here.
You might enjoy that because you're not really apt to fall in.
No, but
we bring coolers with drinks.
This is the thing though.
Snacks.
So people are floating. How long do you float for? A while, right? Takes a couple hours or something. People are drinking. They're having whatever. There's no bathrooms. People are just peeing in the river.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in my friend's urine. Okay.
It's flowing water. You're not. Ugh. It just goes on but down the river.
So if you're upstream from me,
no, it just all mixes downstream, in. Don't even think about that.
Okay. It's such a big warm spot. Jayme, you know.
Do not let that be a deterrent.
Okay. I mean, that's why I do not go in public pools.
Well, that's worse.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, there is chlorine, but still, people aren't peeing in pools.
Huh? Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Go look at the research when they take samples of pool water and how much fecal matters in there. Babies.
Well, that's from people not wiping their butts. That's not people peeing.
But people pee in pools.
Maybe little kids. No.
Adults do too.
They do not.
Yes, they do because I worked with swimmers the guys that like swim, like high schools and stuff, they weren't getting out of the pool to go to the bathroom. They're peeing.
Nope. They are not peeing in the pool. You don't pee in the pool.
I don't know. This is highly debatable. People,
I've trained my kids. They don't pee in the pool. Are you kidding me? You know what I believed
don't pee in the pool.
You know what I believed when I was a kid?
What?
That if you peed in the pool, there was like a special chemical in the water that makes it so that you can see.
Yeah.
That you peed.
I feel like every kid's told that. And then at some point, every kid pees a little, like, there's nothing green here. Free for all. And then they're just peeing up a storm.
Why are you telling me this? This is so gross.
I'm so sorry.
I have a public pool behind my house that I'm going to continue to use.
I think
my
that's
kids are
great.
going to use. I don't believe there's pee in there.
Okay. I'm going to send you some documentation.
No, I will not read it.
But
Ignorance is bliss.
I actually want to use your pool this year, so I'm going to pretend.
Yeah, come on.
But there's
no pee in my hot tub.
That you know of.
Well, it's just me and Tony using it.
Tony's like, you know what feels good? A little underwater release.
No way. That's so nasty, Beth.
Yeah.
Why are you ruining this for me?
It's not.
You're not actually.
There's no pee in any open water.
There's a whole lot of fish poop and pee and duck poop and pee and all that kind of stuff in the river. River water is nasty.
Yeah.
But it's also okay to be in that cool, refreshing water and then go home and take a shower.
I mean, most definitely, because your cooch is right in it. It's just like marinating.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's in there when you're in a tube.
Oh, make sure to keep your knees closed.
You want to float with us this summer?
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't feel like I like that answer.
I don't. And we'll have to talk about what it details. But okay, so floating, canoeing, paddleboarding, rowing. What else?
All of those things. So lots of water things.
Yeah. Do you do water skiing and those type of stuff? Have you ever done that?
No, I never have.
Oh, okay.
I didn't grow up and I never learned when I was a kid. It's one of those things that we were talking about earlier that it's like is it too late for some things like that you're just not going to start at this age? I feel like for me, water skiing, that would be one of those. I'm not interested. But I don't know that I would have been when I was younger either, because that's not my kind of thing. I don't like fast things.
Yeah. And it's like painful when you like face plop into the water. We were at oh my gosh, freaking flashback. I think I was probably in 6th grade or 5th grade, and our neighbors had a boat. And so all the neighborhoods going boating together, which is whatever. And we were going kneeboarding, where you strap yourself to a little tiny wakeboard looking thing. And then you're supposed to hold taut the little string that's connected to the boat. And then they just pull you into the water. Absolutely
Or out
not.
of the water.
Pull me into the water. That's what they were trying to do so I could ride it. So I've started on like the shallow, and then they were like, okay, hold on. Your girl can't hold on. It was like trying to pull back a boat. I lasted for about 2 seconds. I flopped. I was all tied to this thing. So I fell in. I was like, absolutely not. Not only I got water up my nose, and it was, again,
that burns.
Columbia River water up my nose. And it's like, I can still taste it right now. I'm like, immediately no for me. Unstrap me. I will be on the side. Like, do not call me until we're ready to go home.
Yeah. Or what about being on the boat?
Well, I liked the boat. Okay, I like boats in theory, but like the people we were riding with, like, those like kind of guys that are like, oh, I'm going to show you something. And he has like a speedboat. And so he's going way too fast and and you're on the wake and like we're in the front. It feels like we're going to fly out. Yeah. I'm like, there's not any part of this is fun.
No.
Like I did another boating trip with this guy, and this was like a totally different guy. He was great because it was just like calm, and it was like we went just fast enough to have fun, but not to feel so out of control that like, oh, we're going to die. So
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah. Big ups to Brian. That was a really fun day. Also, it gave me like a tan for like 5 years. Like that's why I want to go on the boat, because I went on the boat for a half a day, and I'm not like, it made me so dark on the arms. It lasted years before I could get that, like, my body to be one color. So anyway.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So for me, summertime is also camping. That's when we camp, because we're tent campers, and we only do that in the summer.
Yeah.
And it is so fun, and I love it.
Yeah.
Even though it's exhausting, it is so much work, and there are things about it that I don't love.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I really do love it. And so every year we usually go on at least 2 camping trips as a family and with other people. And we always go to places that are beautiful, that have lots of forest and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That is not like in the desert where we live. And so I really enjoy that. And along with that is hiking. So It's summertime. I mean, we can go to the mountains and they're not all covered in snow.
Yeah.
And we can go on hikes and it's just so beautiful. And I love being outside and being in nature and hiking and sweat. You're like boob sweat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, bring on the sweat. I love it. I do.
I feel squishy.
I don't mind sweating. Like I love the heat. I really, really do. I would so much rather be dripping sweat than cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to be bundled. So I went actually to I don't do hiking. I don't do mountains. I don't even honestly think about going into nature. Like that's not even,
right.
If you're like, Beth, let's go do something fun.
And you're like,
okay,
I'll be in the
spa?
cabin. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. That sounds great. Like I like to look at nature from the safety of a glass plane between us, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But years ago, my best friend and I was visiting her family and they live near mountain-ish places and they were going to go pick huckleberries.
Okay.
And so it was like, it wasn't summer, but it was spring where the snow was gone and stuff. And we go and she brought some food and stuff. But it's like, it's a trail, but it's off the beaten path, right? Like you had to drive up into a mountain and they have a space and we're going to pick these berries. And her husband's like, what's wrong with, he was asking their son, like, hey, what's wrong with Beth and your mom? Like, what do you see that they shouldn't be doing? And we were both dressed all in black. And they're like, oh, they look like black bears because there's like, it was bear hunting season. And I'm like, first of all, I look chic. Secondly, you're telling me not only do I have to worry about bears up here, but I also have to worry about hunters not being able to tell I'm not a bear by me picking berries and they just see a woman in athleisure wear and they're like, maybe a bear. I'm done.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't handle this in nature. Like humans and animals coming after me. Absolutely not. So it's just like, I was like, this was fun. Check.
Done.
Never need to do it again. Yeah. Have I ever gone back? Absolutely not. So anyway.
Oh, Beth.
Yep. Just the marketing person for summer here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going with my list. Summer is the time when our deck gets the most use. So I do like sitting outside in the evening when it cools off a little bit.
Yeah.
On the deck, having a drink, visiting, hanging out, whatever, just being outside, being more comfortable. And I love it.
Yeah.
I want to be out there. So deck use.
I have a balcony. I really liked using it, but I live in an apartment and it faces inward. And I'm not even joking. Every time I go out there, I feel like 50 eyes on me because that's what I do when people go on their balconies. And
You're
I'm like,
who's
what's
that?
going on? What you doing out there? Oh, you got your dogs out there and a cat. Okay. I'm like, what you drinking? And I'm like, ma'am, first of all, when did you become this person? Secondly, mind your business, you know?
Yeah. That's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard to do when you have neighbors that you can see. I'm always very curious about my neighbors, but I don't really see them very often. Although our deck is kind of like on display.
Yeah, it is.
For those who walk past. So it's not on display for houses that are next to us necessarily, but we do have a lot of foot traffic on the road near us. And so, I mean, they can see us.
When I drive up, I'm like, there's Jamie's house.
Yeah. Okay. Garden. Now, have I had a garden for the last 3 years? No, but we are starting.
Okay.
Very late start. But what I love about summer is that you can grow stuff if you want to. And there's so much produce that like farmers markets and all of that.
I do love the farmers markets.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even if I don't garden, I can benefit from somebody else's garden. And fresh fruits and vegetables from the garden. I mean, there's nothing like it. It just doesn't get better. It's the best time of year for all of that stuff.
I think I have a fantasy life where I'm more of a farmer's market girly. Like I used to do a co-op here where they would bring me a box of fresh produce every week. And I just was like so into it, except I didn't eat any of the food.
Oh, and
it was like always
the idea.
It was the idea of it, of being like, yeah.
What'd you do with it? Did you throw it away?
A lot of times I wouldn't throw it away, but I would hold on to it. Like, yes, I'll eat these carrots. And they were like,
wilting.
Yeah. Or I'd take them to work sometimes, or I'd just stop getting the stuff that was like, I'm never going to eat this. But This year, I'm a farmer's market girly. Not a co-op, but I would. There's a farmer's market nearby that I would go. Yeah.
Farmers. I think this was like the first weekend.
Yeah. Well, there's one on Sunday that's near my house. So I could just it's close enough to walk, but I'm not going to walk and then walk back. Like, that's just not who I am yet. But I could go there.
Yeah.
And usually there's Cookie Lady there too. So.
Okay. Perfect.
Anyway.
So also along with decks and farmers markets and so on, it's barbecue time.
Mm.
In my family, I don't barbecue, but Tony does.
Yeah.
And so I like that.
Oh, it saves you time.
It does.
You don't have to cook.
Yeah. I really like that. So.
Well, I have a George Foreman grill that sometimes I'll put some tofu on. Same thing.
That's pretty cool. And last but not least on my list is cornhole. I do enjoy playing cornhole.
Oh, interesting.
And it comes out in the summer and it's something we could play on other seasons, but tend not to. I think it's because it's light out so much longer. And I don't know. It's something I like. I mean, am I like a cornhole person?
You're not going to go to the nationals?
Absolutely not. I don't really even know how to keep track of the score, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. And so
that's cool.
I thought of it when I was making my list. Yeah.
Yeah. I like backyard parties.
Yes.
I like that when people invite me to backyard parties.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's nice. Yeah, I do like a refreshing popsicle in the summer.
Yes.
Or ice cream in the summer really hits differently, or a Slurpee, which I was very sad because the 7-Eleven that I grew up with is gone now. And it was like one of the most prolific 7-Elevens for selling Slurpees like in the world or something.
What?
Yeah, which is weird, but it was here. Yeah, like a pina colada Slurpee with, well, I like half pina colada, half pineapple, maybe with a little touch of blue on the top. And I'm a happy girl.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Like on a hot day, it's just like drinking a Slurpee and just living my best life.
Yep.
So I like that for summer.
Mm-hmm. Cocktails. Summer frozen cocktails. There we go.
Oh my gosh. We had a frozen margarita. Girl, that thing blew my brain. It was just like, I've never been in so much pain drinking before.
That's really funny.
But maybe because it was winter and we were sucking them down.
No, now is the time.
Yeah.
Now's the time for a frozen margarita.
Yeah. I like the idea of like early summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like June, summer, where it's like, oh, it's been so long since you've been here, summer. Like, okay. And then it slowly wears away. Like I'm really ready for summer to be over like the 3rd week of August. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the fair. I don't go to it, but I like I like it in theory.
You know what? I have not been to the fair in so many years, but I feel like this year, I'm not saying I'm going to go to the fair. I want to go to the rodeo.
Oh yeah. You know what? Summertime is rodeo time, right? I went to a rodeo last year and it was fabulous. I had such a good time. Like, I mean, I definitely would wear a different outfit next time, but I really like.
What kind of outfit are you going to wear?
Okay. First of all, my little fashion horse over here. I'm not going, or clothes horse. I'm not going to be wearing like a whole thing.
Did you just call me a clothes horse?
Yeah.
What is that?
You've never heard the term clothes horse?
No.
It's somebody that like likes fashion and has tons of clothes.
Oh, I thought it was related to the fact that we're talking about rodeos and horses. No. And you're like, okay, fashion horse or whatever you call it.
Clothes horse. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's somebody that like.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I would wear like, you know, maybe a boot cut pant and like a little flannel shirt with a little low cut and like yeehaw it up, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I got a cowgirl hat.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Like, is it a real one or is it like?
I don't know. I got it on Amazon.
Oh gosh. Is it look like a cowboy hat or is it one of these like?
It's like a hybrid fashion one. It's
okay.
cute.
Oh my gosh.
No, it looks like a cow. I'll show you a picture.
Okay. It's not like the Instagram ones that the girlies wear with
I
like
have
the
no
big.
idea. Probably is.
Okay,
No, it's a cat.
It looks like a cowboy. It has the little dent.
Well, I said cowgirl, but yes, is a cowboy hat.
Okay.
It's not one of those. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not like a fashionista.
Yeah.
Wide brimmed hat.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's a cowgirl hat.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm going to show you. Nope.
Okay. Good.
It's like a straw color.
Oh, okay. Look at you. Just getting ready to root and toot. Yeah, I would definitely go to the rodeo again. I really want to go to the fair just to get an elephant ear.
Okay.
Like, that's the only fair food I like, is an elephant ear. I remember going to the fair as a kid and it was way too expensive.
Are my kids missing out that I did never take them to the fair?
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to take them?
No, because it's $8,000. And our fairs, I don't know. I don't
want to go on any of the rides.
No, but I think you should take them to the Washington State Fair up in Puyallup.
What's the fair called here? No, dude.
The Benton Franklin County Fair.
Yeah, I'm going to go to that because that's here.
No, but it'd be like a whole road trip. It's actually really nice. So you could go to that one and there's things to do. And your family, I think, would like that one better.
Is there not things to do at this one? Like what kind of things?
I don't really know.
I feel like they're all going to be the same.
It's like bigger and better.
I don't need bigger and better.
You could go to concerts and, oh my gosh, you're fighting me on this. I'm trying to give you a really fun summer activity that's a trip.
I don't want to drive.
And an experience. What?
Not to go to a fair. No, I'll just go to the fair here, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not a fair person.
Okay.
Clearly.
I mean, you're actively, aggressively hating it. So
I probably should.
Yeah.
I don't like the word should. But I probably should take my kids at some point.
Just one point. Just to, I really
for
like
them
the
to experience it.
Like the, you know,
I think my daughter would love that.
They have all the little like things set up that people make. Well, the animals are okay, but it makes me sad.
Isn't that what 4-H is?
Yes, but they also have like where the people like do the canning and they make like crocheted things and all kinds of stuff.
You could enter something into the fair.
I'm not going to do that.
Then you could get in free.
You do not get in free. I don't
really
think. No, I actually entered, you know what? You're actually looking at a fair ribbon winner right here, because when I was like 7 or 8 or 9, I don't remember, I painted something and entered it in the fair as part of a Campfire Girls project.
Painted something like a paper?
A painting of a mountain, which I still have. I will show it to you like, Beth, that's crap. And I'm like, listen, shut your mouth. I was 8. But and I won best in show.
That's what I was going to say.
I have a big old ribbon. I won money. I won 2 cents. So got a check.
For 2 cents?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I got a blue ribbon and this like special prize. Only thing I've ever accomplished. So good job, 8-year-old Beth. Anyway. But yeah, I think you should do the fair this year. I'll float and you do the fair.
If we're making this deal on our podcast, we have to actually do it. Okay. Are you going to do it?
No.
Well, what the heck?
I mean, I don't like to push myself
into. It was your idea.
I'm just saying in general, maybe. But you know, I agree though, the rides are a little bit scary sometimes because you know who's overseeing those. So maybe don't go to the fair and then I won't have to float.
Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.